Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Barkevius Mingo able to get him for a loss of about 3.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, watch number 5, watch number 5.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
All right, here we go.
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go trip is here, baby. Go trip is here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Over!
On 2nd down, Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now here come the Cowboys. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame. And anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is. Just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have. Make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jeremy Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 20. Six-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Hey, switch! Detroit! Detroit! Check 93's the mic. Hot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
after the interception. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. He'll rifle this one deeper. He's got a man complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
3 down. Hey, here we go now.
On 1st down, Lauletta. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Back to throw, Lauletta. Steps away to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Detroit! Like 22, he's gone! 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 You're not ready. You're not ready. Hot! 3 on 3.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Detroit!
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The shotgun snap to Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go option to the short side. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the gun on 3rd down, Loretta will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession. With a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Lauletta. That's complete to Darboh. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. David Irving in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Lauletta now to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Giants on third down.
Right, now,
they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
No. 3 down. Now let's go. 3-19.
Lauletta to throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he lost the football. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 12. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Key 81, key 81.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quinn. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Quinn will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Quinn. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw. Quinn. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Alec Ogletree in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Out now comes the count. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Set. 3-19. 3-19. We own them.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Double tight. Hey.
On second down, Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. 55. Check. 55. Mike.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
you.